Welcome to Canned Meat Theater.
The vast majority of this material is too obscene to show.
Graphically illustrated, it looks like this.
Here, Jimmy. Come over here. I want to show you something, son.
Please be advised, tonight's show is not appropriate for children under 13, women over 55, men over 65, actresses over 30, people undergoing chemotherapy, people undergoing psychotherapy, people undergoing aromatherapy, therapists undergoing any of the above, those with a weak heart, those with a weak stomach, those with a weak grasp of the public mood, Mennonites, Ammonites, Israelites, Mighty-Mites, claustrophobics, agoraphobics, stepperobics, Belgians, Georgians, Norwegians, Cajuns, and the governors of Florida, Texas, Alabama, and Mississippi. Enjoy the show.
Stark nudity on slick paper.
Well, it's plenty hot out here. The temperature shot right up.
You're listening to Canned Meat Theater. So good.
This is the city. My city. It can be a beautiful place, but it can also be hard. Really hard. Hard on your feet. There was a time when I thought I had it all. Big office, fancy car, penthouse apartment, beautiful wife. But that's all gone now. I've got a new life now. It's not easy. But for those out there who are desperate, who have nowhere left to turn, I'm their last, best hope. My name is Sidney Greenbaum. Dr. Sidney Greenbaum. I'm the night podiatrist. It was a slow Tuesday night. I was catching up on the latest developments in bunions and enjoying a mocha latte. I was hoping this would be the most excitement I'd have that evening. But then, she walked in, and I knew she was trouble.
Hello, Dr. Greenbaum. Remember me? Ina Trouble?
Now, I'm not good with faces, but I never forget a good pair of ankles. Hello, Miss Trouble. What brings you here on a night like this?
Oh, Dr. Greenbaum. Sidney, I need your help.
Really? You look like life's been treating you well.
Yeah, I got myself a nice, respectable job, steady paycheck, benefits.
Well, you could go to any foot doc in the city then. Maybe even a chiropractor. Why come here?
I tried going the straight route. Seemed a good deal at first.
But then?
My regular podiatrist joined one of those medical groups, you know. Now I gotta jump through hoops to get an appointment, and when I do, they find all kinds of things wrong.
I'd heard of these groups. Sales-driven and aggressive at that. Bringing in patients like cattle. Charging them for things they don't need.
I don't have that kind of money, and I don't like getting jerked around.
It's a sad story. Well, let me take a look. Does this hurt? How about this? Here?
Oh, yeah,
Looks like a simple case of tendonitis. How long has it been hurting?
Ever since I kicked that no-good loser and...
Just how many days, Miss Trouble?
Oh, about 2 days.
Put some ice on it. 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. Then stay in bed with your foot up.
Okay, I'll get some ice and be waiting for you.
Forget it, miss. I've had enough trouble. This relationship is strictly professional. Now just take the pressure off it for a couple of days. Rest it good.
Suit yourself. Thanks, Sidney. I'd better be going.
Not quite yet, Miss
Hey!
Trouble.
What's the big idea?
The big idea is that I run this place for the down and out, but I don't run it for thieves.
Who are you calling a thief?
You might be a hard-working gal these days, Ina, but there's no way you've got the dough for those shoes.
What? I got them on sale.
Ah, that's a good one. I was the biggest footman in this town for years. I had a lot of rich patients. I know a shiny new pair of Jimmy Choos when I see them. Those kicks will set you back $2,000 at least.
Aw, hell, Sydney. You got me. What are you gonna do? You better not slap me. It isn't the 40s anymore, you know.
I'm not going to slap you. Just take those shoes back where you lifted them from. I won't tell a soul. But if you come in here again wearing hot kicks, the only doctor you'll be seeing is Dr. Scholl's.
I didn't mean to hurt no one. They're just so gorgeous. All right, Sydney. You got yourself a deal.
Yeah, now go on. Get out of here.
What happened to you, Sydney? How'd the city's best podiatrist end up here?
Let's just say I stepped on the wrong toes.
Pretty bad thing for someone in your line. See you around, Sydney.
There are a million people out there in the city, and most of them have feet. As long as they're out there, I'll be here. I'm Dr. Sidney Greenbaum, the night podiatrist.
We've got to have cans right away.
You have reached the City of Bellevue Beach. For utilities, press 1. For Parks and Recreation, press 2. For the annual Sea Slug Festival Committee, press 3. For Planning and Zoning, press 4.
Art Cox?
Is not available. Record your message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Mr. Cox. This is, Kevin from Truly Mellow CBD. I'm calling to find out your city's regulations on CBD and recreational marijuana dispensaries. You can give me a call back at, yeah.
Planning and Zoning, this is Art. Hi, Mom. I was just thinking about you. You really shouldn't call me at work. I got the test results back the other day. Yes, my prostate is fine. No, I don't have cancer. I know I took a day off. That doesn't mean it was serious. I know. It's hard to hear you. Go out on the porch. The reception is better. What? No, it was just, hemorrhoids. What? No, I said hemorrhoids.
Should I come back later?
What? No, sorry. Okay, Mom, somebody is here at my office. I have to go. Bye, love you.
I want to speak to someone.
Yeah, well, I would like to think I'm someone.
My children and I were walking on the beach and we came across a large pile of excrement.
Well, ma'am, some people take their dogs out and won't clean up after them. And we do have people who ride horses here, too, so that does happen. We are trying to spread awareness of the problem with the beach patrol. And
I know all that. I've lived here all my life. I'm talking about human poop. Real human poop. all over the beach.
It could be a sewage issue. Maybe a line broke. The utilities department is across the hall.
No, sir, that is not the case, and I can prove it.
What's that?
I have a video of people, young women no less, partying, getting drunk at night, and pooping on the beach.
Really?
I take it by the tone of your voice that you're not taking this seriously.
Well, no, ma'am. I'm just trying to get my mind around the problem.
Well, once you see this video...
No, please. I don't want to see a video of people pooping on the beach.
Look, I've spent a lot of time hiding in the dunes with my night vision goggles in order to shoot this video. The least you could do is watch a few seconds of it.
Okay. Why don't you just take this to the police?
Are you serious? I don't want the cops to know I've been hiding out, taking videos of women pooping on the beach. I'm not some kind of freak.
Right. Then why are you showing them to me?
Can't you do something about it?
Not really. I mean, you'd have better luck just posting this online. You might even make some money, sadly.
Pervert. You've definitely lost my vote.
I'm not an elected official.
Fresh air is a wonderful thing, but not in a can.
Dear Thurston Preparatory School, as another new year dawns, it is time once again for me and the other alumni to receive your annual fundraising appeal. Every year we are deluged with colorful brochures and inspiring stories about what the latest students to attend our alma mater have achieved. It's at this time I would like to share with you my fond memories of Mrs. Lola Demetrios, better known as Mrs. D, who taught freshman English to myself and countless others at TPS from 1976 until her retirement in 2007. In my callow youth, I was, shall we say, an indifferent student at times. This was something that Mrs. D found unacceptable, as any good teacher would. And true to her nature, she was not shy in letting me know about it. She took me aside one day and told me that my lackluster performance wasn't due to my intellectual limitations as a student, but to my own low expectations of myself. If only I would put in the effort, I could achieve anything. And you know, to this day, I have never forgotten Mrs. D's advice. It is therefore all the more unfortunate that I never actually took her advice. As a result, my professional life, if one can call it that, has been defined by an aimless drifting from one lower-level position to another, with dubious performance records and a resume that relies heavily on embellishment, if not outright deception. As for my personal life, it has been marred by disappointment and failed relationships, resulting in struggles with alcoholism, prescription opioid addiction, and clinical depression. At present, I am awaiting the judgment on my third divorce from the Kazakhstani mail-order bride. I am currently living in a mobile home park that is notable only for its view of the county jail and the high number of sexual predators in residence. And so, due to the miasma of horror which surrounds my life, I will be unable to donate to your fundraising campaign this year. This situation is likely to continue for the foreseeable future. Therefore, I would humbly ask to be removed from your mailing list and receive no further correspondence from you on this matter. All the best to the faculty, staff, and students at Thurston Prep. And please, say hello to Mrs. D for me. Sincerely, name and address withheld. Can you get me another OBT beer, Svetlana? Thanks.
Girly magazines, which sell over 15 million copies a month.
I was over there the other day pestering them for more. My customers are asking for them, says I.
And now another classic from Tom Lehrer. Tom placed all of his music in the public domain last year. Thank you very much, Tom. Tonight we have the Cold War classic, We Will All Go Together When We Go. Back from a time when all we had to worry about was nuclear annihilation by communists. Makes me wonder whatever happened to Henry. Enjoy.
I am reminded at this point of a fellow I used to know whose name was Henry. Only to give you an idea of what an individualist he was, he spelled it Hen3RY. The 3 was silent, you see. Henry was financially independent, having inherited his father's tar and feather business, and was therefore able to devote his full time to such intellectual pursuits as writing. I particularly remember a heartwarming novel of his about a young necrophiliac who finally achieved his boyhood ambition by becoming coroner. The rest of you can look it up when you get home. In addition to writing, he indulged in a good deal of philosophizing. Like so many contemporary philosophers, he especially enjoyed giving helpful advice to people who were happier than he was. And one particular bit of advice which I recall, which is the reason I bring up this whole dreary story, is something he said once before they took him away to the Massachusetts State Home for the Bewildered. He said, "Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it depends on what you put into it." It's always seemed to me that this is precisely the sort of dynamic, positive thinking that we so desperately need today in these trying times of crisis and universal brouhaha. And so with this in mind, I have here a modern, positive, dynamic, uplifting song in the tradition of the great old revival hymns. This one might more accurately be termed a survival hymn. It goes like this. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all go together when we go, all suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. Oh, we will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. Down by the old maelstrom, there'll be a storm before the calm, and we will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake, with complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. Oh, we will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. Oh, we will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas. Go directly, do not pass, go, do not collect $200. And we will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
You're listening to Can Meet Theater. Yeah, it's that good.
Thus, industry constantly looks to the combined skills of science and manufacturing to solve many problems which directly affect our daily lives. This is the miracle of the can.
Voices performed by Jennifer Callison and Doug McDowell. The Night Podiatrist was written by Jennifer Callison and Doug McDowell. The Bureaucrat was written by Wayne Cothran and Doug McDowell from an idea by Wayne Cothran. All other original material by Doug McDowell. Tom Lehrer appears courtesy of Tom Lehrer and the Internet Archive. And have a pleasant evening. She took me aside one day and told me that my lackluster performance wasn't due to my intellectual limitations as a student. I guess that take.